The Cycloid HD. As I've mentioned before, I had a Cycloid 1.6 and I didn't love it. In fact, I didn't even like it. I I thought it was okay. It was a weird flipper. It was very spongy. It was incredibly lightweight, and it just wasn't that satisfying to flip. The Cycloid HD, I would say, can't be much further. Like it's like can't be any more opposite than that. However, of course, they look relatively similar. I no longer have the 1.6, but it still has like this leaf blade design. It still has this sort of honestly ridiculous looking bite indicator, and it still has the pattern on the handles. Uh, this is actually a channel Balisong. What the fuck? This is a channel Balisong. Huh. I thought it was a sandwich. Yeah, check this out. It's like a Chanwich design. Instead, it used to go all the way down, and my 1.6. The 2.1 might have this too as well, where you have two different slabs and you can set the colors. The HD only comes in black, but the inserts are your own choice. And I picked the exclusive 4 screen that only comes on the Cycloid and the bandage stitch. So let's talk about this breakdown. This Balisong is relatively light. It sits at a cool 2.72 ish. Yeah, about 2.72. But it doesn't feel that light. It's got a lot of heft to it. There's weight at the ends of the spacers. There's weight, of course, with the ball bearings up here. And I used to not love the Cycloid visually, but I've gotten kind of used to it. And I think the HD honestly looks pretty good. I still don't know how I feel about this bite indicator. Um, I got the leaf blade in black. The blades come in black and gray, and there is a leaf blade and a tanto blade. I went with the leaf blade because I got 8 billion Tanos because every fucking Balisong is a Tano. But one, just this Balisong just feels very premium. It's like this is a sturdy plastic. This is a sturdy, thick plastic. I I'm not gonna try and break it, but like I feel like it would be hard to break it. It's certainly because it's glass nylon filled or something. Like it's really sturdy. Um, it is one of my favorite plastic Balisongs right now. I guess I also have an Edit Light, a Calico, a Tay Flipper, a Chroma V2, which unfortunately has a warped handle. So my opinions on the Chroma is it's very much like I wish I had a good one. Um, I've had other plastic ones. I've had the Squiddy A. I got Squiddy A's twice and then sold both of them. I have regular Squiddy, which I actually really just don't like at all. I had the Cycloid 1.6, the Peony, the Cubed Ink, which is the 3D printed one from Etsy. And this one is one of the more expensive ones. This one is about 100. I think it's like 95. An Edit can get up there if you customize it. A Calico can get up there if you customize it. Those are probably going to be closer to like 80 to 90. Like I think maybe the Edit is going to be like close. You can get like to 95-ish depending on what you get. And so the Cycloid HD, I have not flipped the 2.1, so unfortunately I cannot compare those. But the Cycloid HD is just really nice. One thing I forgot to mention because I didn't think about it during my unboxing video is this is a really quiet Balisong. Like that's that's it. The loudest a plastic Balisong is usually when you close it, and even this is not that loud. Most other plastic Balisongs have a clack, like a plastic on plastic clack, but not this one. This one is a tang pin design, or yeah, tang pins, and they're very like they're sturdy. The blade feels sturdy. The handles feel sturdy, but the handles also have a bit of give. And I know that the 2.1 version, which the Cycloid H, like the Cycloid HD doesn't have numbers, which, but pretend it's like 2.1. That point one, he changed it so that it was saw-shaped jimping instead of just I guess triangle jimping. So, oh man, focus please. If you can't really see it, that's basically the jimping goes up, down, up, down, up, down, like diagonal up, and then straight down, diagonal up, straight down. It's positive jimping. I guess this design was for better grip. And also, he said that he managed to get it much quieter. Fuck. One thing to say is that Chaplins, you have to do kind of slow, big circles. You can't really whip it. Like, you can get faster, but if you get too fast, it's light. It will fly off your fingers. It does feel kind of grippy. I do find that chaplining on the Calico and the tape flipper feels a little easier to do, a little faster. The edit was like surprisingly maybe not as easy to chaplin on, but I mean I still enjoyed chaplining on it. Yeah, and you can get it doesn't hurt at all, but it is very much like a weird feeling when you do a bite side chap. So your ring of shame is more like a ring of what the fuck. Anyways, this is a really good Balisong. Is it worth 95-ish, 100? I would say actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. A lot of plastic Balisongs really dip in price in the secondhand market. I've seen one go as low as 70 for the HD, but honestly, I didn't like the color, and I don't think it was a 2.1 version. And I was getting something from Zippy. I was like, I might as well. I don't know. I splurged on this one, and by splurge I mean it's like $95 compared to this $600 ish knife, which I think it retailed for closer to $1,000. I don't know. This knife, which is actually worth $1,000, this is $100. This is much more affordable. And yeah, affordable in Balisong is very arbitrary in the sense that like $100 is still a lot of money, you know. Fuck. $100 is a lot of money. But I paid more. I mean, I didn't pay more for this. Jesus, I paid more for my Zyzix than I did for my car. Mostly that I got an insane deal on my car. Holy shit, I got an insane deal on my car. It was a neighbor. But yeah, like it is not an insignificant amount of money. $100 though is much more doable. And I would say, like, is this a decent first flipper? Like, sure, I guess. I would always recommend the Vulp to be anyone's first Balisong. Mine was the Mako. But I think the Vulp is probably a much better value in that you get a bunch of like good stuff with it. That said though, the Cycloid HD, like while pricier than the Vulp, it's plastic. It looks less threatening. It is a really great EDC. You could probably beat this, and yeah, it'll get scuffed. I don't really flip a lot of Balisongs outside of my home. But like, it's really sturdy. I'm not worried about this breaking. I did try to ink the Zippy logo, both up here. I was like hoping like, wow, if I could get green ink in these grooves, that would be really cool. But no, there's green ink here in the Zippy logo. You can't see it. I also did it down on this handle, the Zippy logo. You can't see the ink. Anyways, I don't really know if I have anything else to say about it. Mostly that this is a fantastic plastic Balisong. Like maybe the chaplins are like slightly hard to do, but honestly, just don't whip it and you're good. And I've never really had an issue doing it. Mostly, it is just a light Balisong, but despite that, it still has fairly decent momentum. Fuck me. As I'm saying this, I'm like struggling to do just a basic fucking BT8B or a Helix. This is just a Helix. Yeah, okay, maybe it's got a little bit of momentum, but that like honestly, the momentum is way better than you would expect for a 2 point whatever Balisong. Like it has ass weight. It's well balanced, but it has ass and tip weight. It's like maybe slightly handle bias. Now that I'm fanning it, it's like so slightly handle bias, but still a good balance, not neutral, good balance. And it I don't know. I think you can do basically anything you want with this. Just, if you don't like plastic, you're just not going to like plastic. But anyways, if you like my videos, check out the coffee in my description. I do daily uploads, and the coffee helps me just, keep the channel alive. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any thoughts, let me know about the 2.1 specifically, the Cycloid 2.1. I've never flipped a diode. I've never flipped a zipper. But I've flipped a lot of plastic Balisongs. If you feel like I'm wrong, if you have any complaints, if you have anything that you like or disagree or whatever, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, check out all my other videos because I have a dedicated plastic Balisong. It's literally just called Plastic Balisongs 1. I'm going to do a 2 at some point. I'm going to show all my other plastic Balisongs. And, yeah. Happy flipping and take care.